Hi everyone! My name is Lisa Rusczyk and I am the author of many books, including the children's book series Charlie the Cavalier, which includes 4 books and joke books and other books, and also other up to 100 books on Amazon, so 1,600 positive things to say to someone else, including a coloring book, and many other books. I also have 24 Skillshare classes, and the reason I'm telling you this is because I earned my doctorate in education, and during that time I learned how to stay motivated to write. So in this class I'm going to tell you my 7 motivational secrets to keep writing. Alright, so grab your coffee and we'll get started. Hi everyone! My name is Lisa Rusczyk and I am the author of many books. The Charlie the Cavalier book series, which currently has 4 books for children. The 1,600 positive things to say to someone else book series, which has a book and a coloring book. And I also have 100 other books on Amazon, as well as 24 Skillshare classes. And the reason I'm telling you this is, as I earned my doctorate in educational leadership and educational technology online, I had to write every single day in discussion boards and writing papers, things like that. And then when I finished, I decided to keep writing, and that's how it turned into all these books. So in this class, I want to show you my 7 motivational secrets to keep writing. So grab your drink and we'll get started in learning today. This class is really for anyone who is interested in writing or is currently writing. You might write for different reasons. You might write a blog like I do. You might write books. You might write for classes. You just may write letters or social media to friends. So this class is really for anyone, from the beginning writer to the experienced writer that just needs an extra kick again. So please enroll in this class and let's get started. Hi everyone, thanks for enrolling in this class and let's get started. Alright, so you want to start writing more, and my first tip is to talk to your friends. So I'm currently a stay-at-home mom, but I do get out of the house sometimes. One place we go is our local coffee shop. It's Avenue 209, and we go downtown and we play board games. And just during those board games, I just once in a while ask my friends, one of them is a writer, but the other 2 aren't, that we normally play board games with, you know, what do you think about this, or should I go this way or that way? And I think these people are very helpful in helping me decide where to go next with my writing. So I'll tell them about certain things I'm excited about or not excited about. So then the next time I ask them a question, they kind of know what direction I'm going in. So without these friends there, I know I wouldn't have made a lot of decisions with my small businesses or my writing that I already have. So these people are very important to me in helping me make decisions in my writing. So please just start talking to people about your writing. I went to dinner once with a friend and I started talking about my books, and I really don't enjoy editing. I think there's lots of parts of writing, but editing is not for me. But I still enjoy writing and getting my stuff out there. And he said, "Oh, I'll edit for you." And I was just so surprised. Why would anyone want to do this job that I really don't like to do? And he was really excited about doing it. So if the more you talk about it to more different people, they might help you out on your journey in different parts that you might not be good at. So, or you might need help along the way to get through a certain part of it. So just talk to people. That's secret number 1. All right, we'll get to the second secret. Okay, now we're getting to secret number 2. And the second secret is to have a Facebook page of your own. So this is my Facebook page, and you can see I created a header on Canva. I have a class on that if you're interested. And this is where I have about 2,000 followers currently, and I talk to different people on here to bounce ideas off of them to keep motivated to keep writing. So I'll show you one current project I'm working on. This is, it's poems that I'm writing that I eventually want to create a book out of. I could create small books if I find images, but I'm not sure if I want to pay for the images yet. So I've been just writing these small poems. Basically, I play with my kids all day, and they say different things to me, and I start writing them down, and then I create these poems out of them. And then so it's growing and growing. So first what I do is I write them down in a Word document. I can show you that here. Well, we'll get to that in one of the other secrets. And first I write it in a Word document, and then I put it into, so for example, this is one that I wrote, the Magic Palette. I'll read it to you real quick. Magic palette. This is my magic palette. I have a rainbow of color on my palette. I use a magic wand paintbrush. This is my wand. I dip the magic wand in color I want, and then I paint the wall with magic. I like to paint the walls like a rainbow. I like to paint up and down, left and right. I like to paint in circles too. What would you like me to paint for you? All right, so very simple. You can see I put it on there. 37 people it reached. Yes, that's out of 2,000. And you can see one of my friends commented on it, and that was very nice of her. And her comments actually keep motivating me to write. So that is what I was trying to show you. And then I took this poem then and other poems, and I created a PDF out of them, or different images on Canva. So let's find that one. And right, so I'll keep, so these are all the different ones I've created. Just short, simple things. Here's the Magic Palette one. Okay, so now that I've created it into an image, you can see a little bit more people saw it. 41 people saw it this time. And I also put it on my website. 47 people saw that post. So on Facebook, different posts are seen in different ways. So even though there's 2,000, I could also forward this to my mailing list, but I try and only send them certain things. But a Facebook group is really nice to way to stay motivated to keep writing. So I saw this, I see people are liking it. I have some on Pinterest that people are going to my webpage to see. So this is motivation to keep writing. All right, we'll move on to the next secret. All right, the next secret is to go to your favorite writing place. Where is your favorite place you like to go? It might be in a garden, a park, a coffee shop. It might just be a desk at your house. It might be clean, it might be dirty. It's just a spot that you can find that you enjoy writing in. So some people might like to write on paper. Other people would like to write in a Word document. Other people just might write on their hand. I have a friend, when he gets ideas to write, he just starts writing on his hand, and so you could just see the thing. And if you ask him about it, he'll say he's not sure, but he just has these ideas that he starts writing down. So find your place that you like. Personally, I write when my girls are napping, but there's a couple places I like to write. I'll tell you what they are. One is when I wake up in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. and I can't sleep, so I just have to go downstairs to my computer and just start typing. And then later in the morning, I'll start editing and figuring out what I was talking about. And the other place I like to write is I just find my ideas when I'm playing with the girls, or I see my husband playing with the girls. So I need to have a piece of paper out, and I just write it on there and then get it transferred to my computer to edit it later. So just find your writing place. Okay, the next point is to not just have it on paper, but to have a Google Doc ready that you can write in. So here you can see my computer, and I move the screen capture up a little bit so you can see this up here. This is where I can find all the things to start motivating me. If I'm just sitting bored at my computer, I can click on these things to start motivating me to start working, whether it's writing, an online class, whatever it is. So here you can see I have different writing places that I have here. And we'll click on Summer 2016 Kids, because that's where I'm starting to write my children's poems that we were talking about earlier. I'm also writing other things, and I just keep entering information. So I'm writing brownies and thank you notes. It's as I make brownies and thank you notes, it's a way to, for me as a stay-at-home mom, to help out others, even though sometimes I think I can't because I'm just so busy. So here you can see I start, I've numbered them and made them titles so they can, outline is on the side here. And then you can see some of my, if I get to extras, this is just stuff I start writing down. And then when I get bored or I'm tired, I go into this document and I start piecing some of these things together. So here's just some of the things I hear during the day, and then they'll eventually be put into a poem or a book. So, but the thing that, I guess the point or the secret I want to tell you here is at the top, have a link where you can just click on in the bookmarks that you can go to a Google Doc. So then when you're bored, you can just click and then get to this place and then just start typing. Because sometimes when I keep things in notebooks or things like that, it's hard to piece and move them, copy and paste them together. So then when I get something that I enjoy, I'll label it, this is 21 is the last one, so it'll be 22. I'll copy and paste it, I'll make it a title, I'll make the top a title, so then I can, on the outside it's in the outline. And then I usually copy and paste it into Facebook to see people's feelings about it. And sometimes when I look at it in Facebook, I can see it in a different format or a different font, I guess, and it kind of motivates me to keep going and be excited about it. So sometimes when I read it there, it looks a little bit different than when I read it here, so I could change it up a little bit and then copy and paste it back so it's ready for when I turn it into. All right, my next tip is to find a group of people that write similar books than you or just authors and start seeing what they're posting and writing about, because I think that is helpful. As I said before, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so my group happens to be when the kids are sleeping, I go onto Facebook and see this group here, but there's lots of different support communities to help you write, publish, and market your books that can be very helpful. So just one word of caution, sometimes the administrator of the groups are trying to sell you something, which may be fine, and it's great that they're administrating for free in hopes that you buy some of their products, but it's also, I think people really do it because they just want to help out others learn what they've learned. So here you'll see, you could go, if you Google Aspiring Authors Group, you could find this group. And this one's not for promotion, so you can't promote your books, so it'll be deleted, which is actually kind of nice because then you won't have to see all that stuff from other people. You can just see some of the good stuff. So people will ask questions and you can see lots of people will answer them. So sometimes it's very helpful to view this information. You could also see other groups once you join certain groups that other members are in, so that might be helpful. See on the side these suggested groups, and that's very nice. Once you start becoming friends with more of these people, you'll see what groups they're in and you can join those groups and hopefully keep growing in that way. And some of the times these things will motivate me to keep writing and to share my experience with other people. So hopefully you can join or find a group, whether it's in person or on Facebook, and it will motivate you to keep writing. Okay, the next tip is to have paper instead of writing on your computer to write on. So here is some of the paper and some of my notes. As you can see, sometimes they aren't very pretty. I kind of scribble things down when I'm playing with the kids. So I'll just write things down. But another thing is you could have a writing prompt. So every day, when I wake up, I try and write 3 things I'm happy about. And that may have gotten me to that book over there, 1,600 positive things to say to someone else, because I was realizing I wasn't being very positive. So I just started writing, and that's got me to that book. But I'm just writing positive things about my day here, so 3 a day. And it starts me to at least get out my journal, open it up, and start writing. And then later, when I have ideas, I start scribbling other things. So I have pages and pages in here. Sometimes good, sometimes not. When then I make sure I transfer it to my computer, because if I don't get it in that document we talked about, then sometimes I just will never get to it. So once a week, I try and do it Friday mornings. I write it in, and then I scratch it out a little bit so I know it's been written in. So sometimes I'll miss a week, so I'll just write 2 weeks in, and that way I'll get it on my computer and I can start moving things around. So even if you have an idea, you have to keep going back to that idea and adding to it. So first I have an idea, I have to write it down. Then I have to transfer it to my computer. Sometimes I'll just write it right into the computer, so I don't have to worry about that. Then I have to keep going. Then I put it on Facebook, then I have to make an image of it or make it into a document and actually get it on Amazon. So you just have to keep moving with that idea instead of just having it in your head. So keep watering it. Also, you can see here, my friends have started to realize I like to write. So they have started buying me gifts based on writing. I got this book for my birthday from a good friend. She wrote me a really good thing in the beginning. So it's very nice that my friends start to see my writing. And my parents bought me this beautiful pen. I like to sign my books with this pen too, and I really enjoy it. So just have paper around, or you can write on anything. Sometimes I write on receipts I find in my purse. So that is a motivational tip. Have paper out, open, so you can just jot things down when you think of things. Honestly, if I was just going to write a children's book and I had to just sit there and write, I don't think I could do it. But since I have all these notes put together, they just start to form. So that is how I am motivated to write. The last thing I'm going to tell you is you can schedule writing time. So like I said, I like to write sporadically, but if you want to, for example, I say I put my notes in my computer every morning on Friday. You can schedule something. Google Calendars are free. My husband and I use it for both our work schedules, so we can see when we want to do things. And if you put something in here and you have a smartphone or you're at your computer, it will beep and tell you, hey, this is coming up. So that is one way to get yourself to be motivated to write. All right, you made it to the end of the class. We did it. So hopefully you can just take the ideas that are around you. So for example, this cup is a Florida cup. I got it at the Goodwill store, and sometimes I find images on here that I like, or it just makes me think of the beach. So you can really find ideas everywhere. Hopefully you enjoyed this class, and please comment below and tell me what you like and didn't like so I can improve for my next classes. And hopefully you can start writing more. I would love to see your books. Please add for your class project what your favorite motivational tip is or how you're using it. I'd love to see images or even the text that you're starting to write. You can share the things you're doing on social media and then post it in the class project. So you could really put whatever you want in there, and I'd love to share and bounce back and forth with your ideas. All right, there's lots of books that you can write, and I have lots of classes. So if you want for example, are motivated to write and you never created a book before, a paperback book, you can see all my books here in different formats. So you can actually create them for free on CreateSpace, and it's free. So just keep getting your work out there. My first work, we'll just say, this was my first book, 50 Things to Know Before Having a Baby. It isn't my favorite, but it is the stepping stone to get to some of these other books that I personally think are better books, and I think other people from the comments that they give me are better books. So you need to just get started. So get out there, start writing, and keep moving your writing along. So from paper to the computer to an ebook to a print book to keep going. So hopefully this class has motivated you to write, whether it's books or blogs or online classes or anything else. So I'm excited that hopefully I taught you something, and so keep writing. All right, have an awesome day, and remember that you are loved. All right, bye.